My name is Andregalbão. I'm a 3 times world champion as a black belt, 4 times ADCC champion, world champion. And this is my gym, Atos Jiu-Jitsu, San Diego, California. I think competition is it's my life. You know, since I started training jiu-jitsu, I compete and I love it. And I think I'm born as a competitor. You know, I always like to be the first one. You know, in everything that I do. Of course, it's really important to know how to learn how to lose, how to deal with the loss. You know, and I think the competition teaches you that. You know, the strugglings that I had in competitions, it teach me a lot in life as well. You know, and for me, jiu-jitsu is the most beautiful martial arts that I met. You know, because I did different martial arts as well, and I think jiu-jitsu is something really special. And the beauty of competition drove me into that. And I'm 33 years old. I still competing as an adult. And I don't know when I will retire. I don't know when I will stop because it's something that I really, really love to do. And, you know, if I still doing good, if I still winning, if I still have my team there supporting me and helping me and have guys that I teach, you know, how to compete and be a better person, I think this is endless. You know, I don't think this is gonna stop. And I'll be there, you know, every single tournament I'll be there. You know. Since we created Atos Jiu-Jitsu, we thought a lot about how we would like to show our work to the world, you know. And I think the best way to marketing your team is showing results in tournaments. So Atos Jiu-Jitsu is a really, really special team. We created a team in 2008, me and Professor Ramon. And I think when we create, we try to show how good it was our work, you know, to the world of Jiu-Jitsu. So we have we are well known as a Jiu-Jitsu team that create the modern Jiu-Jitsu, you know. We have a lot of good competitors, and of course I always say that to my students. I think that the competition helps you, you know, develop your jiu-jitsu. If you don't compete, it's fine, you know, you don't need to compete, you know, it's great. But I believe that when you compete and let's say you lose, you want to fix your game, you know. So for sure, I think the competitor, he develop better skills and new skills more than a guy who just trains jiu-jitsu daily, you know. But of course, both will reach the same level. But I think the competition drives you to learn faster. I think our mindset of training. I think we really like to repeat position, drill, develop new skills, you know, and stud the jiu-jitsu together, you know. During the Worlds Camp, Pan Am's Camp, or other camps that we have here, is the time that I learn more, because we come all together, all the black belts. I say we have 20, 25, 30 black belts in the same mat room, sharing techniques, developing things, and studying the rules. Because the rules are different too in each tournament. So we study rules as well. So I think that's what makes a lot of difference, you know, from Atos towards the other team. Yeah, no matter what kind of rule we have in the tournament, here at my school, and when I go travel all over teaching the other Atos Jiu-Jitsu academies, when I gather with the other instructors, I always tell them that the submission is the goal of the fight. So we always work towards the submission. You know, my jiu-jitsu style is not like a style that I like to win, like holding the fight or doing points. I think like at the end of the day, in any single rule, if you tap out the guy, you win right away, right? So you can win faster. So I suggest my students to not lose position. You know, each situation that they get, they need to stay there, and their goal is to finish the fight. You know, if they pass the guard and mount the guy, the fight needs to be over. You know, they cannot let the guy recover the guard anymore. You know, so that's how we train here. I'm not a big fan of like holding or stalling the fight. You know, I'm not a big fan of that. Actually, I think that people respect me in jiu-jitsu because I fight. You know, I don't stall. You know, I think if you're a fighter, you need to fight. You know, so I like to fight. You know, I like to go and get my goal, which is like the submission. It's like you play American football without touchdown. You know, let's say that. You know, imagine like you watch a game for like, I don't know, like 4 hours, like 3 hours, and it doesn't have one touchdown. You know what I mean? So I think the goal is a submission in jiu-jitsu, and that's what I need to do. So I think that's like what you need to work for. You know. So when you train, you gotta have your mindset to submit the fight. You know. I think as a sport, any sport that needs to grow, it needs to have a competition side, you know. I don't see like a sport growing without competition, right? So if you see like the biggest like sports worldwide, they all competitive sports, you know. And I think jiu-jitsu is not different than that. And I think like the competition for sure like helps like to develop this sport. You know, like right now we have so much videos, like online training, you know, DVDs, you know, we have like so much stuff people wants to learn with the champions, from the champions, you know what I mean? Like people wants to wear the gear that the champions wear, you know, like I think like for sure like the competition drives the sport worldwide, you know, talking. And once we hit the television, I think like you'll be like something like which goes to the next level. I can tell like I travel worldwide, and sometimes people they go and they recognize me in the airports, things like that, you know. Like we have a lot of jiu-jitsu practitioners like worldwide, you know. And I think people who recognize me is not like someone who doesn't train jiu-jitsu, it's people who train jiu-jitsu, you know. And everywhere I go, when I cross the border of the country, maybe the guy from the immigration, like he trains jiu-jitsu, he's like, oh Andre, what's up? You know, they talk with me. So it's kind of like cool, you know, to see that and see like the sport growing, you know. And definitely the competition drives our sport to the next level for sure, no doubt. Yeah, so I think like this is like the story that everyone talks, you know. Like at the end of each tournament, people have their own stories, you know. Like they say, look, you see, like let's say, oh, did you see what Buchecha did against Rodolfo, you know? Or did you see what Rafael did against Cobrinha? Or did you see what Cobrinha tried to do against Rafael? Or did you see what Andragalvão like trying the tournament, you know? Or like let's say it has like some tournaments that we lost by 1 point. Like we like, man, we need like just one more guy in third place that we could win that tournament, you know? So I think like the league thing, kind of setup of tournament is kind of like nice, and I think that will make people more excited about the tournament for sure.